Aloha and welcome back to JSA TV live from PTC’23, the newsroom for tech, telecom, and data center professionals. I'm Buffy Harakitis, live from PTC’23, wrapping up our final day here from the biggest PTC conference to date. And joining me today is Andy Fisher. He is the founder and CEO of Myriad360. Andy, welcome to JSA TV.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so this is your first time at PTC?
Indeed it is. We brought 3 people out this time. For 2 of us, it's our first time, and it's been a great show so far.
Okay. Yeah. Enjoying the sun here in Honolulu?
Here and there when dodging between meetings, yes, catch a little glimpse of the sun here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely makes a difference, though.
Yeah. So for viewers that might not already know, I'm sure many of them already do, but can you tell us a little bit more about your company and what you do?
Absolutely. So we're a 20-year-old. We're actually celebrating our 20th anniversary this month.
Happy anniversary.
Yep, thank you very much. We're a 20-year-old VAR and systems integrator. We're based in New York City, but we've got global reach. We help our clients choose the right technologies, help them source it, help them warehouse it, help them configure it, help them implement it all over the world, and manage all that out of our project management office.
Okay. New York, huh?
New York City.
Giants, Jets?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I grew up in northeastern Connecticut, so I'm more of a Boston, don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Boston team fan.
We won't tell. All right. Well, moving on. You had an exceptional year in 2022 with some great highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you share with our viewers some of those key highlights from the past year?
Sure. So we completed a ton of projects with a lot of new customers. We grew revenue 45%.
Wow.
We made a couple of key hires recently in hiring a new chief solutions officer, who's essentially like our CTO, but he's customer facing. So
okay.
Chief solutions officer. And then we also brought on last year a head of project management and program management, who is putting a really tidy bow on everything that we do out in the field. So a really big year for us. And also we've developed a number of new assessments and sort of canned experiences that really create value for clients and help them make better decisions.
Wow. How are you going to top that year with this year?
It's going to be a challenge, but we're going to continue to do what we do best and bring more experts to the table and continue pushing forward.
So you talked a little bit about your assessments.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 360 view of you assessments. Why don't you dive right into that and give us a little bit more information about those assessments?
Great. So every client engagement starts with a 360-degree view of you assessment. And essentially what this is us investing time in getting to know the customer intimately. At the end of the day, everything we do is revolving around the customer's needs, and every customer is different. And so you can't possibly expect to be able to make recommendations that are valid and valuable and relevant unless you really understand the customer and their needs, their infrastructure, sometimes the politics underpinning how they all work. And so that's the very first step. Once you understand the customer, then you can start to go down the path of making recommendations. And if they're happy with those, then they ask you to execute them. And then it becomes the job of the delivery team and the PMO to make sure that all of that happens flawlessly. And so, really investing in the customer and getting to know their needs, that's where you can really find yourself by the light out. That's where we can really find ourselves adding a ton of value, and that's really what the name of the game is for us.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you are very laser focused on the client. Is that in response to any growing trends, or is that just part of the assessment process? Why don't you tell us a little bit more there?
I'm going to say yes to both.
Okay.
I think we're in a world where there's more choice than ever before, and so it's really important to focus on the client.
Right.
And that really is the beginning of everything. If you skip the discovery step and you skip the trust building step, there's very little that you can do to add value. And for us, we need to be adding value to our clients in every experience, in every meeting, in every interaction.
Yeah, client experience is so critical in today's market, especially as
absolutely
the landscape continues to change, and they're even more demanding as ever. So I think you're definitely taking the right approach there. You've been a thought leader in our industry for quite some time now. What trends do you see impacting the marketplace in the year ahead? I'd love to hear from you.
Sure. So I think we are going to continue to see people trying to do more with less. They're going to, they're going to need to be able to deal with more complexity.
Okay.
And they're going to need resources that enable them to meet those challenges. And I think we're going to see over the next 12 months greater challenges in bringing on new OpEx.
Right.
And so finding partners that they can engage and trust around certain projects to take things off their plate and add some lift is going to be more and more important than ever.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you for providing those insights.
Sure.
Can you give us a preview of what we might expect from your company in the next year ahead?
Next year ahead. So 2023, we're looking for 25 to 30% growth. That means we're going to have to hire 15 to 20% more heads. We're going to bring on some fairly senior folks in people operations and in other areas to give us the experience that we need to get to the next level. We've been around for 20 years, but a lot of the work that we've done up until about 5 years ago has all been just organically figuring things out as we go. And at this stage, the types of clients that we are working with and the complex needs of those clients demands that we've got folks on our staff that have done it before for decades. And so those are the types of folks that we're bringing to the table and are going to be presenting and offering to our clients when they work with us. So that they can get the expertise that they need.
Is there anything else that you wanted to add today, Andy?
Anything else that I want to add? So you said you're from Philly. So who are your teams?
Well, I mean, I think it pretty much shows right here. I bleed green. I am an Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was just matching the...
well, it's a combination. So I'm matching the greener data movement. Which I'm sure you've heard all the news about that. Yesterday, we just launched a greener data directory. So exciting time for our company. So in addition to that, wearing green for my team, the Philadelphia Eagles. So
and I'm wearing green too.
Yeah. So here we are live from PTC in our green, representing greener data. Also, thank you so much, Andy, for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed your first PTC conference and that we get to see you again soon. Congrats on your 20th year anniversary of business. That's a huge accomplishment in today's space. And where can viewers go if they want to learn more, Andy?
They can go right to our website, Myriad360.com. They can find us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the web. So come see us.
Yeah, be sure to follow them. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to another fabulous episode of JSA TV, live here from PTC 23. Happy networking. Aloha.